When I was ordained a priest about 4 months ago, the most frequently asked question was, do you feel different? Do you somehow feel holier or more divine? And I wanted to say, of course, I'm a priest now. But the honest answer was no. I hope to feel different. I hope that when I was ordained, my face would start glowing and shining like the saints, and I would get one of those bright halos, that all the saints have, or grow cool beard like the apostles had, or get a stigmata like Padre Pio, or turn bread into roses like Saint Elizabeth did. But as you can see, none of those things happened to me. I don't have a bright halo around me. My face isn't shining. I can't grow a beard. Right? I actually don't want a stigmata because it's going to hurt a lot. And if I had bread, depending on what kind of bread it is, I would probably eat it rather than turn into roses. Right? If it's good bread, right? You can't. Right? And I was still the same old Jay with the same struggle, with the same pride, with same weaknesses and faults. However, one thing was made very clear to me on the day that I was ordained. It was made clear on that day that God wanted me to be a saint. And He has gifted me the priesthood as the way for me to be a saint, to be blessed, to be happy. And my brothers and sisters, on this solemnity of all saints, God reminds each and every one of us that what He desires for all of us is to be saints. He wants all of us to be blessed. He wants all of us to be happy. And even the original Greek word and Latin word for blessed, which is makarios for Greek, and beatus, which we get from beatitudes, right, means happy. That's what blessed means, happy. And this beatitude, this true happiness that God has bestowed on us, as St. John in our second reading says, is radically different from the beatitude of our current world. This world says, blessed are the rich, blessed are the powerful, blessed are the honored or the famed, and blessed are those surrounded in pleasure. And in every age, every culture, and every nation, if one does not have wealth or pleasure or power or honor, that person is deemed miserable. However, contrary to what the world says, Jesus Christ, the Word incarnate, gives us a different set of beatitudes in the gospel today. Jesus, on the top of the mountain, gives His disciples a roadmap to true happiness. And He's not just talking about an emotional feeling of happiness or a state of psychological euphoria, which is like up in the air, right, in the clouds, or just general well-being. Rather, the happiness that Jesus is talking about pierces deeply into the person and rests in the foundation of that person. It is a state of the person's soul that reflects who the person truly is. And ultimately, the Beatitudes, the happiness that Jesus reveals to His disciples, reflects who He is. He is the one who is poor in spirit, owning nothing and depending on God the Father for everything. Jesus is the mourner who expresses sorrow for the sins that people commit and the death that all of humanity must go through. He is the meek, ever gentle, ever kind. He is the one who hungers and thirsts for righteousness. He is the merciful, the clean of heart, and the peacemaker. And He is the one persecuted by the Israelites, by the Romans, and even today by the world. And this is where the true happiness arises from. Those who are poor in spirit are blessed, or truly blessed, because they resemble Christ. Those who mourn are truly blessed because they resemble Christ. And those who are persecuted for the sake of righteousness is truly blessed because they resemble Christ. And because they resemble Christ, they are saints. They are holy. They are blessed. In the seminary, one of the priests said to all of us that if he wanted to see what Jesus would have looked like in Poland during World War II. He would have looked like St. Maximilian Kolbe. Or what would Jesus would have looked like in Calcutta, India? He would have looked like Mother Teresa. Or what Jesus would have looked like in France as a married couple, he would have looked like St. Louis Martin and St. Marie Azelli, parents of St. Therese of Lisieux. And these people and countless others, both recognized by the church and hidden from us, were all truly happy because they were living as Jesus Christ in this world. They were so united to the Lord that when people saw them, they did not see Kolbe or Teresa or Louis and Marie, but they saw Jesus. Jesus was living in the saints, and that is why they are truly happy. The saints were marked as stupid or useless and crazy in the eyes of the world because the eyes of the world did not recognize Christ. However, that did not stop the saints from living out the Beatitudes. That did not stop them from entering into a deeper relationship with Christ. And we will not stop as well, because the saints and all of us here have received something greater than what the world can ever offer, which is God himself. And we can continue to be witnesses to this divine happiness, this divine beatitude, by praying for those in need, or by worshiping God in the celebration of the Mass like we're doing right now, or by giving away our wealth to the poor like through the food bags and boxes that we have today. We can continue to mirror Christ in this world, despite what the world says of us. So my brothers and sisters, if we look into the mirror today, who will we see? Will we see Christ today?